President Vladimir Putin's Foreign Intelligence Service has accused the United States of attempting to interfere in Russia's upcoming presidential election. The SVR Foreign Intelligence Service claimed that the Biden administration has plans to launch a cyber attack on the online voting system. With the March 15, 2017 presidential election approaching, President Putin, widely expected to secure victory, has issued warnings to the West, considering any foreign meddling in the ballot as an act of aggression.
Генеральная прокуратура пришла к выводу, что не было, и парламентская комиссия пришла к выводу, что не было российского вмешательства в США. Это не мы сказали, это сказали ваши политики, за ваши деньги устроив никому непонятное расследование. Но так было. И в этот раз мы не собираемся вмешиваться. Я только что говорил, что мы никогда не диктуем никому, как жить. Но мы не хотим, чтобы вы нам диктовали.
According to a statement from the SVR, they have received information indicating that the Biden administration is tasking American NGOs to decrease voter turnout. The SVR alleges that, with the involvement of leading American IT specialists, there are plans to carry out cyber attacks on the remote electronic voting system, potentially affecting the counting of votes from a significant portion of Russian voters. It's important to note that the SVR did not provide any evidence to support these claims, and there has been no immediate reaction from Washington. The West has long portrayed Mr. Putin as a dictator, a war criminal, and a leader responsible for imperial-style land grabs, weakening Russia while strengthening Ukrainian statehood.
Yes, I called it genocide because it's become clearer and clearer that Putin is just trying to wipe out the idea of even being able to be a Ukrainian. And the evidence is mounting. It's different than it was last week. The more evidence is coming out of literally the horrible things that the Russians have done in Ukraine. And we're going to only learn more and more about the devastation. And we'll let the lawyers decide internationally whether or not it qualifies, but it sure seems that way to me. Thank you.
In response, Mr. Putin frames the conflict in Ukraine as an existential battle between a sacred Russian civilization and a declining West that seeks to humiliate Russia.
In the West, they keep talking of their exceptionalism. They are forcing their will on other nations, forcing their rules on others. But it would appear that they have forgotten what Nazism was all about.
Notably, the Kremlin stated last week that Russia would not meddle in the upcoming November US presidential election, dismissing American allegations of interference in the 2016 and 2020 elections. Mr. Putin, in power since the last day of 1999, has made ironic remarks about the US election, expressing a preference for Joe Biden over Donald Trump as the next U.S.